what you just talked about that just because you engage in activism doesn't mean it's going to always have a positive outcome. So, in your decades of being an activist, have you ever suffered a negative consequence for that?
Well, other than right now, yes, yeah. I got arrested when I was in Texas Southern. I've I've lost jobs. Uh, we tried to close a situation down at my school. I got kicked out of school. Yeah, I've suffered. Yeah, but that
And,
didn't deter me. That encouraged me. But to speak of the word courage, my dear friend Maya Angelou used to always say that of the seven virtues, courage was the most important one. Courage is consistency.
mhm,
Consistency. Courage is determination. Courage is being afraid and doing it anyway. Because courage
yeah,
certainly doesn't mean you're not scared. It
that's
means you
right.
don't you're scared, but it's not going to stop you.
And I'm so glad you made that distinction. So it doesn't mean you're not scared. It just means the fear is not going to stop you.
Yeah.
Right. So when you talked about being arrested, being kicked out of school, well, what were some of the examples? I mean, what were the activist actions you were engaged in? What are some examples of those?
Well, when I was in high school, they didn't have any black kids, although it was only about 10 of us in the whole school. They wouldn't let the black girls be so what do you call them, cheerleaders. They only let the black
Mhm.
boys play on the football team for all the obvious reasons, but none of the activities. So I grabbed a few of my friends and we sat in the principal's office. We demanded to be treated fairly, that let the colored, I think we called ourselves either Negro or colored back then, people
Uh-huh.
participate. And we wouldn't move. They called my mother, and my mother said, well, I can't tell her what to do. So they kicked me out. My mother was proud of me, although I didn't tell her I was going to do it. And I mean, I was in high school when I was doing that.
So did you have to go to another high school
No, do you know
to
where my mother
graduate?
is? I was back the next week.
You were
Trust
back the
me.
next
She
week.
went up there and handled it when they kicked me out. Trust me. My mother was somebody that come to school to embarrass you in a robe. She didn't even bother to put her clothes on. She'd be up there to handle her business. No,
And what's so interesting? You were in L.A. in Pasadena at this time, right?
Yeah, I was in Pasadena, John Muir
Well,
High School, which by the way just got burned down.
well, let me, Corbin, you talked about the high school activism and the college activism, and I mean, my goodness, activism seems to be part of your DNA.
Well,